So sometimes what we try to do and what we end up doing doesn't always match.
And it's so exciting, and there are no wrong ways to do a scene. And I feel like it's interesting to play all sorts of characters, and I look forward to that as well.
It's a complete like luck-based thing that you're working on when you say yes to a piece of paper. Few more people found ourselves in jail 2 nights before I got married to Kriti.
Baked सीजन 3 बहुत जल्द आप लोगों की स्क्रीन पे ऑन एयर जाता नजर आएगा, लेकिन उससे पहले आज मेरे यानी विशाखापट्टनम के साथ ओनली ऑन टेली चक्कर लेट्स गेट कंप्लीटली कैंडिड एंड हैव दिस ब्यूटीफुल कन्वर्सेशन विद लीडिंग कास्ट यानी कि प्रणय एंड कीर्ति। जानते हैं कैसा रहा फिर एक बार एक दूसरे के साथ काम करना, कैसा रहा इस स्टोरी को आगे ले जाना, और ऐसा वो क्या कहानी थी जिसके कारण शादी से सिर्फ 2 दिन पहले Pranay landed in jail. Well, there's a lot of confessions and a lot of stories to be shared today. So yes, let's welcome the cast of Baked and see what all have they got to spill with us.
Guys, firstly, welcome to Delhi Chakkar. Baked season 3. I think the fans can expect a lot out of season 3 because first 2 काफी ज़्यादा appreciate हुए थे. Seeing that as you guys have actually explored your kind of different characters, do you really criticize yourself while you are actually enacting out there, or do you just give it your best shot and then you move ahead to the next role? What is it like for you people?
There is a lot of self-critiquing that honestly does happen.
Unfortunately.
I think we're both actors that like to constantly better ourselves and like to understand the nuances of what we're trying to do. So sometimes what we try to do and what we end up doing doesn't always match. So uski wajah se sometimes I know I get very irritated when I see myself on screen. I'm like, yaar, ye kya kar diya maine? I could have done it differently. And I've seen Kriti do the same thing. So constantly we have to keep ourselves in check. Ki nahi, tune acha kiya, don't worry and all that. So that does happen.
Kriti, do you also do the same thing? Because he says that you do the same thing.
Yeah. We do a lot of this. I remember कितनी बार हम शूट से वापस आते हैं और फिर बैठ के हम डिस्कस करते हैं कि वो हो यार, इसको ऐसे करना चाहिए था, वो हो उसको वैसे करना चाहिए था, constantly. So, but you know, that's also the fun of this job. I think like I wouldn't have it any other way. It's so much fun because आप इतना consume हो जाते हो with this work, and it's so exciting, and there are no wrong ways to do a scene, you know. But you keep thinking of what the best way could have been, you know, and it's a constant journey. It's a constant thought. Like even 5 years later, sometimes I'm like, oh God, I should have done that in like season 1, you know. So yeah, those thoughts keep coming.
And while it's good to carefully craft a character, I think the mistakes and the little like hiccups that you have, they add to the actual characterization of a human.
Okay, I just need to know one thing out of it, because you know season 1, the day 1 on the sets, and you know meeting the cast, and now that you have finished season 3, I would not even say started season 3, you're finished, and hopefully we are moving towards season 4. Any particular memory from season 1 that you guys still cherish, and you know you guys still sit and you know you still laugh on that one? Any particular memory? I think Kriti has, because she just smiled just like a watt wala smile.
There's actually so many, but I remember like there was this one scene where Haris comes to my house to meet me one last time. मैं अपने घर पे हूँ, मेरे father दरवाजा खोलते हैं, and the actor who's played my father is much taller than I am and much taller than Pranay is. So visually that scene is like inside my head. Like I can never stop laughing because he rings the bell to like hope that I open the door, but actually my father opens the door. And like even when I see it on camera, like when I see the show, I still like in my head I always laugh at that scene. It was really cute scene according to me.
What about you, Pranay?
I think what's really memorable for me is the because my character is the outsider. You know, he comes from Allahabad to meet these people who are already in college. For me, my first meeting with Oni and Body and my first meeting with Tara, these are the 2 scenes that really stand out for me. You know, those are the memorable scenes for me.
Okay, in that regards, I would love to know here, because you know, seeing as actors, there are times when we end up doing certain works that maybe is not worthy of what we are today, but then we still do it so that you know we stay in that line, and you know we are just linked with being an artist out there. has it ever happened that you guys have done or been a part of any project that you really didn't really like your work, but then you did it for the heck of it? Did you do that thing?
Yes. 100%. I'll be lying if I didn't say that. But of course, I'm not going to name the projects. But of course, like once in a while, you do come across like a role that you hope would be different, or you're not. It's so far from what you think is a likable character or whatever it may be. But I think that's what's interesting, because in hindsight, like there are so many different types of people that sometimes you like, sometimes you don't like. So similarly, there will be a lot of characters that you like and sometimes don't like, you know. And I feel like it's interesting to play all sorts of characters, and I look forward to that as well. I think, yeah.
I think I mean, an actor is either like super positive, or they're lying if they're telling you that they haven't been part of such projects. Because I think, you know, ऐसा होता है कि when you read something on paper, sometimes you can like that, but then what happens on the final like shoot is very different. And sometimes even the shoot goes well, but then the edit changes it up and you don't like it. So many times you don't know. It's a complete like luck based thing that you're working on when you say yes to a piece of paper, because then you're hoping that the director has the same vision that you have come in with, and then you're hoping that the editor has the same vision that the director has, and you're hoping that the costume designer and the makeup artists and the set coordinators, the script supervisors, everybody is in sync with it. And most of the times they aren't in sync with it, because everybody has different ideas, nobody's minds are the same. So because of that, things go here and there, and the final product, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't like it. But I think that's fine, because I get something out of it every time. You know, I am...
Indeed. Okay. The last thing that I would love to know here is that, you know, seeing how you guys keep saying that, you know, this has all the real life stories or maybe some small instances. Personally speaking, कोई ऐसा life का incident है जो आपको लगता है कि that, you know, if the next season is coming across or maybe any other series is coming across, you would want something to have that real life incident included in it? कोई ऐसा personal experience है जो आप include करना चाहेंगे?
That's hard to say, because ये like baked is the vision of our creators, right? So Vishwajoy and Akash have created the show, and actually speaking, ये जो उन्होंने characters लिखे हैं like Oni, Body, Haris, Tara, they are actually real people. Like Vishwajoy has actually interacted with these people. You know, they've been part of his life. Yeah, so they're based on like real inspirations and real people.
In fact, even the name Tara Brara is a real name.
So I think like the vision that he has for the show, like we at this stage just trust that so much, because अब हमने 3 seasons पे काम कर लिया, we've gotten to know our characters better, we've gotten to know his style better, we've gotten to know the show better. So I feel like at this stage, all I can say is that I just trust it so much that like whatever has to come ahead of us, I'd happily like do it. You know, it's with that kind of trust that I feel like we have at this point.
So
you want to add some?
Yeah, I have one story that I remember, and I'm not telling you why that I think that it should be in Baked, but I remember because Vishwajoy, the director of Baked, was also there at that time. He told me कि ये एक बारी मैं Baked में डालूंगा. And this was when Kriti and I were getting married, and just 2 days before the wedding, I'm not telling you what exactly happened, because that'll be too much, but Shantanu, who's playing Oni, Manik, who's playing Body, Vishwajoy, who's the director, me and a few more people found ourselves in jail 2 nights before I got married to Kriti.
Wow.
So I remember over there, and I'm thinking कि यार मैं कृति को क्या बोलूँगा that I'm here, and what if I'm not being able to go for my wedding because I have a court date or something. And luckily it wasn't that big a deal or anything. We were just there for a bit. But I called up Kriti and I told her, and she was like, हाँ don't worry, मेरे पापा के साथ भी यही हुआ था before he got married. And I was like, oh my god, this is... So basically, like this entire story, when Vishwajoy heard it and when Vishwajoy was there, he said, "ये मैं Baked में डालूंगा."
In the end, sir, fans को बता दीजिए what will they like about Baked, or maybe what is going to be their takeaway from Baked, because I'm sure this is like a extended family for you people, and fans are gonna love to know your side of story also.
The fans have waited so patiently, just like all of us, for season 3. I just think that they are going to have a fantastic time watching it. It is a visual treat. It's got really good music. It has all the characters that they fell in love with from season 1. There's nothing not to like. I think they're going to have a really good time. And we're all looking forward to watching this on the 2nd of May on Voot.
Perfect. You want to add something, Pranay, to what Kriti said?
No, she's said it all. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's watched season 1 and 2 and been with us throughout. A big thank you to them for watching season 3 as well in advance, because I know that they will love it, because we've really loved making it. And a big thank you to Dice Media and to Voot for taking a punt and getting us on your platform.
Well, thank you so much, guys. I will wait for the JS sequence to actually pop up in one of the seasons of Date, but that was a pleasure having the two of you here on Telly Chakkar. I wish you all the luck, and I surely am going to be booked on 2nd of May. So thank you for joining me here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
और ये तो थे प्रणय एंड कीर्ति, एंड आई रियली होप कि जितना एक्साइटेड, जितना कंफर्टेबल ये लोग आप लोगों से बात करके, आप लोगों के साथ अपने एक्सपीरियंस को शेयर करके थे, उतना ही ज्यादा खुश और एंजॉय आप लोग करेंगे when you watch actually Baked season 3. This is me, Vishakha Pandit, signing off for now, only from Telly Chakkar. You to stay tuned to the channel, and also हमें नीचे वाले कमेंट सेक्शन में बताना ना भूलेगा कि क्या आपने सीजन 1 and 2 देखा है, and also how was your experience watching season 3 only on 2nd of May, Voot and Dice Media पर.
Know all about the Telly world by subscribing to Telly Chakkar's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.